Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grigsby's Eagle Day and Bomb in the Reich. I almost said Von Grigsby. I was really tempted there, so I'm gonna go with Von Grigsby's Eagle Day and Bomb in the Reich. So yes, what are we going to be doing today? We are going to be doing a actual campaign scenario. I reckon it's going to be one of those of where we have a longer time frame. We'll be able to actually do a lot more experimentation. We're still going to be exploring the game, still trying to be working out how the flow of the game actually occurs and how to improve, really. So we'll turn the audio down here, make it a lot more palatable. And I do like it with the clouds on. I think it adds a hell of a lot. That's a little bit quiet. We'll try about that. We can always change that if we need to. Explosions on because they're fun. Turn the scroll speed all the way down to slow. Okay, here we go. So let's take a look at the actual Axis campaigns then. So we do have 1943, so this is a 700-turn full campaign, bloody hell. Depicts the entire conflict from August 17th, 1943 to the end of the war. This campaign is recommended for experienced players to see how many points the Allied player needs to win to see the to-win display. Okay. 1944, so 500 turns. So it seems like 200 turns per year, perhaps. Give or take. Jet Age. This hypothetical 500-turn full campaign covers the same period as the regular 1944 campaign, but shows what might have happened if the Germans had received the Me-262 jet fighters early. This campaign is recommended for experienced players to see how many points, yada yada. Now that does intrigue me. I think we might go with the 1943 campaign. But it seems, as we saw in the previous stream, that you can indeed affect production. So it might be really interesting to see if we could actually speed up the introduction of the Me-262. That could be really fun. I actually kind of like that. So I reckon we'll go with that then. We'll go with the 1943 campaign. And we'll see how we go. At the end of the day, I'm sure we'll be able to learn a lot of lessons here. Hello there, Lorenzo. How you doing, my friend? It's really good to see you. There we go. Let's turn that music off. We got our own music here. Let's turn it up a little bit. Seems a little bit quieter. There we go. Superb. I tell you, Darkest Hour music is unbelievably good for everything wargaming. Absolutely everything. So I think it's going to be one of those situations where we just need a couple of minutes just to sort of address the situation before we really start to get into this. Hello there, Les. How you doing, my friend? It's really good to see you. Right then. So I think a starting place then could be perhaps... Now it's interesting, we can see here that we do have infantry. 712, 18th Luftwaffe. Troops there, so these are ground forces. Indeed. Okay. So I think what we'll do then is we'll take a look at our aircraft pool, if I can find that again. Right. So this is what we have at the moment. So we have 60 BF-109 G6s in our pool. Notice we're not blessed with any of the later models here. This looks incredibly complicated. Swings and roundabouts, swings and roundabouts. It's a new Grigsby game for me to learn, and I'm very excited about that. Now, we do have Focke-Wulf 190A5s and A6s, a decent amount of the A6s. I mean, we have 3 times as many BF-109s. But that's not too bad, you know. I reckon we can actually bring the number of Focke-Wulfs up there quite nicely. Junker 88s. What do we have here? So this would be an Italian aircraft, I do believe. Yeah, looks like we have some Italian aircraft. I think some of these might be potentially even Hungarian, maybe Romanian. Some Heinkels. Yeah, these seem to be some foreign models here. BF-110. So it's a nice heavy fighter there. Me-410. Focke-Wulf 190A. I do wonder what this model is actually used for. Dornier 217s. Okay. I believe the total might be the squadrons that we have. So it would make sense that we have 60 squadrons of BF-109s, considering that they are like the most common aircraft that we do have right now. How's been Moans reply to the message here? In the meantime, I'd love to hear how your guys' day has been, really. Do tell, do tell. Okay, there we go. Apologies about that. Right. Yes, we have a mix. I'll show you here what I've got. So I've got Hearthvine 2 and Hearthvine 3 music. Honestly, it's just amazing. It just goes so well with everything, and you know what? It's copyright free, and that's nice. Okay, so we've got an idea of roughly what we have in the pool. I think what we'll have to do is take a look at our actual, let's see, aircraft replacements. So that's what we've just seen there. Production list then. So, let's see, can I make this any larger? I can't, unfortunately. But what we'll do then is we'll turn off jet fighters. I don't think we have any jet fighters. Do we have jet fighters? Well, we don't have any jet fighters right now. We do have the ME-163 over here, B variant. Now, we are looking at May 1944 here. What month do we start in here? Okay. Okay, so we are looking at 1944 before we obviously see some jets then. I'd love to try and bring that closer, and I do wonder if that is indeed a possibility. Now, we have the TA-183, I'm not entirely familiar with that. Can I sort, do we have like jet fighter? Right, we have jet fighter. TA-183. So, that is equipped with 4... So quad 30mm cannons. It does have some air-to-air rockets. Radius, well, combat radius is only 245 miles, 261 in reality. I mean, let's compare that to the ME-163. What's this HE-162? Oh, God, I love these babies. They have such a short range, however. Yeah, look at that, the ME-163. I mean, that range is tiny. In fairness, that range is actually respectable compared to the others. Ugh, man, I love these. These things are amazing. The Horton 229s, I believe they're called. They're just beautiful, but it has really phenomenal range. It has like twice the range of the other jets, pretty much. The altitude here is very, very respectable. It's armoured. And those guns are pretty effective. I mean, let's compare the gun value. Yeah, same gun value. The altitude is actually much... it's actually rather different. Though this has very respectable altitude there. 47,000 feet. That speed is actually rather remarkable. Indeed, and I suppose you do have this extra capability with these AA rockets. But again, you do have the same, but you have a larger complement as well. Okay. Let's see. Now we should have different variants of those aircraft. Like I do believe I've seen ME-262s with the actual big ass cannon. Yeah, here we go. The 50mm cannon. That's a big boy. See, it's only given a gun value of 4, but I suppose that's due to the fact it only has one gun. But the thing is, you get hit by that, you are not in for a good day. You're not going to really have fun with that. You're being hit by a tank shell. That's going to bloody hurt. Okay. So let's see here then. What we want to do then is really figure out how we could advance our, I suppose, manufacturing or R&D, whatever you would like to call it. So we've got to deal obviously with North Africa as well. I suppose Romania, Greece, France of course, even out here into Poland and into the Soviet Union as well. That's rather cool. Denmark. Okay. Yeah, Yugoslavia, Bulgaria. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so let's see then. So the GO229. Right, September 45, January 1945, May 44, September 44. I think what it might be a case of then is perhaps... I mean, this is May 44. I think what we'll do then is we'll actually set this to a lower priority. Can I even just remove its production? Right, I'm going to take manual control here. So I'll set you to the highest priority. I'm actually going to remove these other. Does this game simulate the Red Air Force 2? You know what, I'm not entirely sure, so I don't believe so, but we'll have to see. Planning on building the TA-152s, if they were meant to replace the Focke-Wulf 190s. Oh, were they? Oh, they were. Ah, interesting. It's going to be an interesting war. We are going to have to really look after specific areas of the industry. We'll have to really see where the Allies are going to be targeting. Let's take a look at the TA-183 then. I suppose you can definitely see why it'd be a good replacement. What is the... Right, so the GO229. Now, I'd love the Horton 229. So the 229 would be September 45, but I'm looking for a jet in 44, ideally sooner than that. And I think we really do need to try and affect that. Ideally, we can bring that forward. Even if we're to bring it forward by a couple months, that may... Well, a couple months would make a bloody big difference. So let's see. I think what we'll do then is we'll turn off these others, I suppose. Yeah, the TA-152 was the peak of the Focke-Wulf 190. Can you read the stats of the planes? Yeah, we'll take a quick look then, shall we? So if we find... So, actually, I suppose you can see them here, really, which is okay. So we'll look at the jet fighters. The TA-183, okay. I'm not going to argue. I have no idea when it comes to planes. So we can see here the 229 is definitely up there in terms of altitude. But the ME-163 actually has the highest altitude ceiling here at 54,000 feet. The climb rate is insane at 16,400 feet. I mean, at the end of the day, I suppose the ME-163s are actually very, very effective as like bomber interceptors. Which is obviously what they were designed to do. Which, you know what, I might consider keeping that in production. It's going to be one of the aircraft that we do receive rather soon, so that's not too bad. What do you guys reckon then? Should we concentrate on... I suppose the thing is, the Allies are going to obviously have their own jet fighters at some point, so we'll take a quick look at those, shall we? Electronic warfare. That's intriguing. Oh, these are jammers. Wow. Do they receive jet fighters? Right, I've not seen any, so that's actually pretty good then. So during this time frame, we won't see any Allied jet fighters. As if they don't blow up when getting launched. Get the 163 for the lols. In fairness, I suppose it might come down to that. It might. It's actually not a terrible idea, I suppose. So, in terms of ME-163 production, we have only one facility planned here, perhaps? The British will have the Meteor Mach 3. Does it seem like they actually have that in terms of the weapon database? It may not actually be in the game. Now, I'm using a graphics mod, so I'd imagine there might be other mods out there that actually do change the units in the game, or like the actual aircraft in the game. So that'd be rather intriguing. Okay. We'll have this as a second priority then. The rest I'm just gonna leave there on the lowest priority. I do want to really get the ME262 out there. We do have planned production at 9. Junkers Jumojet? Do the Allies have the F8F Bearcat? Probably so. Right. Number of engines available. Oh, required. See, the ME163 only requires 2 engines, which is rather intriguing. Okay. Let's see here then. Right. So we require 40. Glossy Meteor of the F8 should be there. How much is this game? You know, I actually don't know. I don't know how much this game is. I've not actually looked at this one. I've had it sat there, installed for some time, and it wasn't until seeing the Historical Gamer actually take it out for a spin where I was like, you know what, let's have a go at it. So I managed to actually get it working in 1980 by, oh my god, 1920 by, yeah, 1920 by 1080. God, I forgot what resolution I recorded then. But I don't know how much it is. We'll take a quick look at that, shall we? I had to use DX Wind. Well, Window to actually get it working. Let's see. That's not too bad, 38. It's not too bad. I mean, we can compare this to how the game normally looks with this map mod. It does look certainly better. I mean, obviously we are at night now. Okay. Hello there, Lord Luber. How you doing, my friend? So let's see here then. So we have show-related production. How could I increase this? That's what I want to figure out. Right. Engines. Now this is it. I am absolutely serious when I say I am going to have to figure a lot of this out myself. Bombed the hell out of it already. Nearly. Right. Rocket plane spam. Yeah, that's what I'd like to see. So we have the ME262, ME262A. So that's level 1 priority. Does this have the same aircraft engagement animations that one of the Pacific has? Actually, no. It's rather different. It's actually... it's almost real-time, this game. It's really, really intriguing how it actually works. I'm sure you guys will love it. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is we actually choose the models of aircraft that we want, and we just push everything else aside. I think that might be the way to do it. If I take a look at the actual database here then. So we do have quite a... Well, we have around about 19 production worth of the Focke-Wulf 190A6, I do believe. And I think we might even stick with that. I think the idea here might be, rather than trying to produce these other models of aircraft, we perhaps stick with the BF-109-6, BF-109G6 and the Focke-Wulf 190A6. And instead really just put our resources into the ME262 or maybe the ME163. I think that could be a rather intriguing way. So we'll set this to lower priority. I mean, let's see, what can I do here? Right, let's go back here. So I have a production planner. Okay, we'll sort by availability. Right, ME163. ME262A. Right, seems like we may have to wait for that production to actually start and run. Not entirely sure about that. Okay. What do you guys reckon then? I think the TA-152, ME-262, and ME-163 should be the best, if you can get them out soon enough. See, this is it. I want to see if I can do that. I don't even know if I can. That's the question. Or it might be that we have to... Right, here we go. So, show future sites. So here's our future sites then. Right, related production. Okay. ME262A assembly, ME262 parts, 262B, 262A assembly, okay. These are the engines that we need. So let's take a look at this then. Now I can't actually click upon you. Oh, is this the actual size? Right, here we go. So we have the actual site selected over here. So you're capped at 1. So that may be the issue that we're actually dealing with then. It may be that we can't really bring them about sooner as such, but we might be able to concentrate production on them, perhaps. Or, this is what I wonder. See, I'm learning through experience. That's how I do learn these games. So, we have a lot to learn here. So, I'd love to hear what you guys reckon. Do you think we stick to the BF-109 G6? Or do we go for the later models of the BF-109s? What do we do with the Focke-Wulf 190s? Do we try to concentrate on Focke-Wulf 190s instead? I mean, this is the question. I mean, if we're taking an actual look at the production here, this might be the best place to start. As you can see, as far as I'm aware here, so, planned production of this engine. Red deficit, green surplus, blue watch, white okay. So red means that we have a deficit of this actual, of these parts. Blue is to watch. I guess this is where we are starting to get a little bit, White is okay. Notice that we don't really have much in white. For now, while the allies have no notable escorts, choose based on gun value. See, this is where the heavy fighters could come in their own, really. I suppose they'd be listed under night fighters. But I reckon it might be very much worthwhile using the BF-110s while we actually have that ability. It really causes some major damage there. I do wonder how this works as a priority. It's got to have an effect. But I suppose for now we're in 1943, aren't we? So we have to do with what we have here. Okay. So we do have the Fokker Wolf 190 A6 set as number 1 priority. We do have the BF 109G A6 set over here at level 2. A8. Production of 13. A8 has no production. Okay, I think we'll set that to second priority. Perhaps we'll see how that affects things. Bump you up to 3. Yes, I'm going to be really interested just to see how this turns out, actually. If I list my targets, maybe convert BF-109 sites to the best currently available model. That could be a rather intriguing thing. I wonder if we could actually do that. Okay. Now, I was just checking on my other screen here, like whether I actually do have the manual up, and I seem to have lost that. So that's fine, we'll go ahead. We'll do this live. Right. Let's take a look at this then. Let's see if we can actually change the production. So production list. Can I take this? What could we do with these? Show later production. So that's the BF-109, BF-109G10. So if I take a look at the BF-109... 6, for example, is what we're producing right now. Can I impact on this production? That's what I want to find out. Actually, let's just go back and we'll take a look at it. Actually, no, I can see it here. So, assembly required is 32. We have that right now. So it seems like we actually do have enough. We have a stockpile of engine, which is good. Future sites... Well, there's a commit changes button here, so I've got to be able to do something. What do we need for the BF-109 G8, I suppose there's a G8 model, or is it just the G10 model? G10, which is November 44. G5. Let's take a look at the BF-109s then, shall we? Gun values. So the R6 is actually rather intriguing. R6. Altitude is much the same as the normal 6. It is a little bit slower. Its cruise is significantly slower. Climb is lower. Maneuverability is a little bit lower. Durability is the same. Armor is the same. Endurance is only slightly lower, but the gun value is significantly different. So the R6, the G6R6 has, what can we see there? 3 20mm cannons and 2 30mm MG131s. Right, so it has twice, well actually another 2 cannons on top of the G6. So it might be worthwhile we actually take a look at the R6 variant. So your radius 236 miles, 269 miles. That's not too bad. 30 miles less, we actually do have that increase in, deadliness. They can certainly take on bombers, I'd imagine, a hell of a lot easier with those extra cannons. When do we gain that model? March 1944 is the introduction date of the P-51. Okay, good to know. Very good to know. Right. G6. Am I just missing the R6? So the 6/U4N. Hello there, Naho. How you doing, my friend? Right. Perhaps they're unlocked in the future. But let's see if we can actually affect production over here then. So the DB605A engine. What do we have that uses the DB605? 628. We'll look at availability then. .605A. Now the BF-110 uses the 605A actually. Right, the BF-109 G14 uses the 605AS engine. Let's take a look by engines then. Alright, 605. Right, these are A's, these are AS. Okay. Can we try to increase the production of the 605A? I have no idea what that does. Ah, boy, I should have looked through the manual. But this is why we do these sorts of streams. We do them just to figure out how to play. And frankly, this is how I've learned every Grigsby game so far, is by doing things like this. At the end of the day, I think this is how you learn best. Okay. So you can see our industrial centres over here have obviously taken a pounding, aren't they? Berlin's taking a pounding, Hamburg's taking a pounding, the entire Rhineland is taking a pounding. Munich's taking something of a pounding. Vienna is untouched as of right now. Budapest is untouched. Bloody hell, so in many industrial centres, it's amazing. Okay, Italy, yeah, but then there's not much in Italy to destroy. I'm just wondering, in War in the Pacific, are you able to custom name the ships? Also, how far into Defense of the Reich game? We into. Right, so in War in the Pacific, you can name the task forces, but you can't rename the individual ships, sadly. But, I mean, I could always, like, I tend to try and do, I should really do something like as a patron, like, reward. Like, if you donate or if you become one of my patrons, that you have, like, a task force named after you, or you have a task force named, something that you'd like within reason. That could be a good thing. Right. How long does it take for the industry to be repaired, or is it lost when it's totally bombed? I'd imagine it'd be repaired. For as how long, I'm not entirely sure. We'll figure that one out as we go. But to answer your question, Noho, we've only just started. We're only about half an hour in. And we spent the vast majority of that time looking at actual production, trying to figure that one out. But I think what we'll do now then is we'll try and figure out what the Allies are going to be doing. So if I go over to the action reports, perhaps. Targets. Trying to figure out, it did tell me how to find out what the Allies are after. What they need, actually. Right, campaign summary might be in. You know, I'd love that. I really would love that. P-47 Thunderbolt is March 1943. God damn it. Good, good. Yeah. Right, points for ready aircraft. Okay. So this is covered in Italy. Luftflotte 3 is covered in France and the Netherlands, I do believe. Northern Germany. They're going to arrive in 289 days. Okay. So Focke-Wulf 190 A5s, BF 109 G6s. Yes, that seems to be what we have mainly. These D520s. They seem to be... These will be French aircraft, I do believe. Is this unready? Right, ready is 23, unready is 17. Okay. You're gonna keep... Yeah, unfortunately, the historical gamer, he was installing a GTX 1080 and it sort of fried his computer, so... He's fixing that one. I think he's got it fixed, but we'll have to find out. I think he's doing his setup. Well, I think he's actually getting the computer working. I think he's got it working, but we'll have to find out. Okay. So we can see here we have D520s, we have Heinkel 219s, Focke-Wulf 190s, BF 110s. These are the bad boys I need right now. I don't want to be annoying, but I think you should check the range of allied aircraft and figure out the max escort range and plan your interceptions accordingly. That's not a bad idea. Let's take a look then. So, allied aircraft then. So we'll go to weapon database, allied aircraft. D520s are relatively advanced French aircraft compared to the 109s. Not a bad thing then. So, endurance then? Okay. So the P-38L Lightning. When is that available? I don't know when this is available, but bloody hell, there's some range. Am I just missing availability? Perhaps, perhaps. So P-51 Mustang. Yeah, okay. What will be the main allied escort fighter of the time then? Like, what are we really looking at facing here? If I start by fighter, that might help then. That's a lot of Spitfires. Oh, there's so many Spitfires. Okay, that's not too bad, man. Right, P-47. Okay. So we'll estimate around about, what, 500 to 700 miles? I wish I had like some kind of tool to measure here. The Lightnings are available early, but are never many of them. Okay. They are really bloody long range though. But then again, it's one of those things, isn't it? It's a heavy fighter. It's like, sure, it's got that range, but... well, it's not as maneuverable, is it? I think the good thing is obviously the fact that we do have the advantage of... well, the allies are coming to us. Which is obviously not a good thing, but at least that's something. You gotta find the good in something, surely. Okay, so let's take a look then. So move air units. List airfields. Okay, so we can see the airfields with Axis units here. Spider yank on that list. Right. So you can actually see here air units, radar. Don't know what this is. Don't know what this is. AA guns. Oh, radar damage. Something damage. I don't know. City damage, perhaps? Number of balloons. Details. Oh, so if I went to that one... ah. Communication damage? Perhaps? Type list. Okay. Oh, right, here's the score. So, air superiority 2, industry damage 4, to terror 8, to win 85 points. I should at this point expect P-47Ds as main escort and Spitfire's performance sweeps. Okay. We'll take a look then. P-47Ds, is it? Well, I mean, yeah, okay. Oh, runway damage, that could be it. I suppose the worst case scenario then is 500-ish miles, so we'll plan for that. And the Brits have some heavy fighters, biofighters and mosquitoes that could be used for escorts. Okay. I think what we'll do here then is we'll figure out what the allies are actually targeting then. So if I take a look at, let's see, production list perhaps. Where can I figure out the damage? Targets, okay. Oil refineries, rubber factory, U-boat factory, boat pens. So it seems like the allies are targeting the U-boat production and maintenance. Definitely. Oil refineries and rubber production facilities. And that seems to be what they're going for mainly here. Did you ever watch BBC TV show Secret Army? No? No, I didn't actually. I might have heard about it. Alright. That's pretty awesome. Let's take a look at the rubber factories then. So I have one over here in Milan, a couple over here. Right, capacity, that's what I'm going to be taking a look at. %80 damage, that is pretty rough. Let's take a closer look at that then. Show details. Is there a way for me to potentially repair that? Or is it just repaired over time? Potentially repairs over time then. But it wouldn't be a bad idea to actually move more here. Right. I think what we'll do then is we'll shift more of our heavy fighters to this area here. Now, there will be a delay in getting those things in the air. So it might be a case of... well, actually this is it, isn't it? Do we use our heavy fighters closer to the channel? Or do we use them in the interior? It could be one of those. We could have them close to the channel and they could chase behind. I'm really intrigued by this game. It really does leave me wondering how exactly we should set things up. I think with the heavy fighters, let's take a look at, can we figure out their weapon range? We could try and compare that. So let's take a quick look at what we could expect in terms of bombs then. Right. So let's expect B-17Gs perhaps? I'll expect B-17Gs. Obviously their range is ridiculous, but... Okay, so you're armed with these MGs then. Okay, so we're looking at about 2,000 range here. Let's compare that to the BF-110s. I don't know which one I have the most of, I don't know which one I actually have, but I'm just going to take a look at the BF-110 G4 then. Yeah, so the 20mm cannons can outrange the Flying Fortress's machine gun armament. Altitude is 32,800 feet. Okay. The raw blob in the west is your most industrial area. Yeah. I mean, you can see this from space. Right, we do have balloons over these areas then. AA. I think what we might try then is perhaps having heavy fighters deployed Possibly around about, maybe around Brussels, perhaps. The idea then could be perhaps, let's see, I need to bring up my drawing tool. Damn, can't go in the game without, scrolling. Okay, 2 moments. Let's drag you over here. Right, that's better. So let's say we can expect the bombers to head in this direction. Or they could try to come from this direction, or they could try to come from this direction. I mean, hell, they could even, like, become the Germans and attack us in this direction. But what I'm thinking is, we'll have the BF-110s possibly deployed along on the airfields over here by Brussels. Possibly Utrecht? And then of course we'll have Focke-Wulf 190s and BF-109s along this route, of course, at all ends of it, really. See, as well, what we need now is we need the ME-163s to go here. And then what we'd have is we'd have the, I suppose, the ME-262s in this band here. And then, I'm sorry, I couldn't bloody resist. Oh, goddamn, okay. That amused me far too bloody much, I swear to God. Okay. Oh, I find myself funny so you guys don't have to. Where do I find the order of battle again? Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, I'm gonna look for the BF-110s. Okay, yeah, so we have the G4s. When are you based? So we have you over here, that's good to see then. Goddamn art. Down by Metz. Well, that's a small squadron of only like 2. Okay, so that's not too bad then. So we do have them in this general area then. That's good to know. I think what I will do then is have this squadron actually... Well, then again, I do need them to cover the north. Okie dokie. Right, 345 days until we have the 262A. I think what I'd like to do is actually concentrate the Focke-Wulf 190s, perhaps. It may be that we look towards another... Okay. Focke-Wulf 190F. But yeah, we don't have much over here, do we? No, there's F all here, isn't there? Let's see, I could take the 110 squadron here at Bucharest. Hello there, Norbert, how you doing, my friend? Do I take them from Bucharest? It's a I mean, it's a major source of oil, really, isn't it, around this area? Bugger, I'm gonna move them. What do we have over here, then? I have no idea what that is. I don't even know if I selected an airfield there. I have no idea what I'm transferring. Okay. I got BF-109s over here, at least I recognize that. BF-109s over there. B-25s bombed remaining airfields at the beginning of August 943. I need to draw assets from somewhere. Okay, I have some BF-110s over here. I'll take those. Fuel 0. Fuel 32. One does wonder, how does one get that fuel? I'll have you deployed over here then. Right, so they'll transfer. To bomb the bomber formations flew most of the time from the north right of Amsterdam. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Rail flak units. I'll shift this from Vienna. I will have this sent towards the... Well, again, I suppose this is it, isn't it? Just put big trampolines on all the German rooftops to send the bombers back. Genius! Genius! Dusseldorf is getting hit pretty damn hard here. We'll have this dispatched to Dusseldorf, so that's going to take 2 days to arrive. .32 guns. Significantly less well armed as the other train. Urban damage 51. The date is... I'll look at that in just a moment. Okay, may have another one sent to Hanover. Hanover definitely needs more, so we'll have that sent to Hanover. So another 2 days. I do have that over at Berlin. Yeah, they're all pretty much on this line here. I'll have you dispatch from mountains. I think I'll have you sent to... Bloody Hamburg definitely needs it. Right, send you to Hamburg, so 2 days. Oh, yeah, there you go. There's the day. Okay. Have you controlled by the computer? Have you controlled by the computer? I think this is the one that we want. So have you controlled? I'm gonna get well, I'll have control of Luftflotte 3. I think is the one we're looking for. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay. So what we'll do then is we'll actually start a turn. So end the phase. Now you guys are going to be really, really intrigued by this if you've not seen this before. Right. So we'll start the game. Though I think what I'll do is I'll start some patrols first of all. So we do have... Is this what I'm looking for? Set patrol? Intriguing. Okay. We'll have a patrol over Eindhoven then, perhaps. And again. We'll set patrols over Hamburg then. So, range. About 20,000 feet, perhaps? Okay. So we do have a patrol here. I think what we'll do then is we'll see how it turns out, and then we can really figure out where to actually deploy our forces, can't we? Okay. So we can see definitely that we do have that set. Right, we'll continue here. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. This game is honestly pretty incredible in terms of it's turn-based, but almost real-time. It's really awesome. So you can see time going by here. We can see the amount of light. Right, let's stop it here. What do we have? Is this our patrol? So that is our patrol. So we have our squadron of 26 Bf-109Gs flying at 15,000 feet. They're going to be patrolling over the skies of Hamburg today. Okay. Okay, so we have multiple raids here detected over radar. That's something that we can start preparing for. Righto. Now, the question is, do we dispatch BF-110s or just the 109s? I mean, this is it. I reckon the BF-110s could probably do a good job here. I think we'll dispatch the BF-110s to begin with, as they do try to make their way across the channel. I think that could be quite a good way. Make use of the range of the BF-110s. Right, what I want to do then is... let's see. How's that work? Radar ranges is rather intriguing. There we go. '29 BF-110s. Focke-Wulf 190s. I don't think they've arrived as of yet. Well, they definitely won't have arrived as of yet. Okay. We'll dispatch the BF-110s from over here then. $220, 340, 220. Altitude 12,000 feet, 16,000 feet. We'll dispatch against you. Right, BF-110s. So we do have 29 here. Okay. Right, we'll have you dispatched. Once they come closer, we'll change that. Right, is that a side then? So, list raids... intercepts for aircraft. Okay, so this is a big raid over here. So this one needs to be met with force. So we'll intercept here then. So range. This is delay, I do believe. I believe that's the amount of time it takes in minutes for us to actually have those aircraft airborne. So we'd see about 63 minutes there. You can see the BF-109s get off the ground a hell of a lot quicker, so do the Focke-Wulf 190s. So we need to dispatch these BF-110s immediately. Brian, you're over here. Oh, God, I love that it actually highlighted that big, bloody, beautiful circle. So I'll dispatch you. Not dispatch anymore. Launch 4. Okay. Oh. Volkel. Dispatch them too. Oh, right, there's only 4 of them. Oh, no, ready? Oh, already assigned to the airfield. Those are 110s, these are 109s. Okay, these could be dispatched. So I'll dispatch this squadron as well. So that's 2 squadrons of BF-110s. So it seems like the vast majority are ready here, but they don't have that many assigned to the airfield. Heavy fighters should be bad unescorted if they have fighter escorts. Okay. Well, we can dispatch some actual other planes with them then, I suppose. So let's take a look at range. So I do have 190s over here. Yeah. We'll dispatch some 190s as well then. So assigned to the airfield is probably what we want to look at. And again, okay. Dispatch the 190s, which are just off the coast anyway. You're not far away. Ah, these could be very devastating. Send more Focke-Wulf 190s. And this squadron too. So 80 aircraft to intercept. Okay. So interception's 80. I reckon you're only being intercepted by 4 aircraft then, aren't you? Okay. Right, smash these guys. We'll send some BF-109s as well. I do have 30 Focke-Wulf 190s over here. I'll dispatch those. So that's 89 aircraft. Right, all the way down here. 45 aircraft, 9,000 altitude. Right, okay. I need a short delay. It's not going to take them long to actually reach the target. We'll assign BF-109s. But again, I'll put some Focke-Wulf 190Fs into the air. Right, 84 aircraft. We don't want to assign everything too early, as obviously there's more to be done. So we'll exit. Right, so list raids, we can see here we have intercept sorted. Fantastic. So we'll have time go on then. Okay, so we see another raid here. Raid 5. Right, you can see them heading across the channel. Let's intercept this raid here then. So we are seeing about 30 aircraft, 9,000 feet, 340 miles per hour. And now it's a very short delay of only 8 minutes. 8 minutes for about 24 aircraft here. The Focke-Wulf 190s, we'll have them dispatched. I could dispatch some BF-110s, which I think I will do. There we go. Uh, 15 aircrafts, altitude is 16,000 feet, speed 240. Have these BF-109s dispatched from Vulcan. Probably fighters, okay. I'll send some Focke-Wulfs then. Okay, 20 Spitfires. They were already in the air, there's not much time there. That could have been, well, used to respond. It's going to take us a couple of minutes to get off the ground, really. So many raids. So many raids. So much here. And probably fighters. Everything that goes around 350 miles are likely fighter squadrons. Okay, that's good to know. 30 aircraft, 3 aircraft. I'd imagine that'd be like reconnaissance. We do have a small one there, just one. We'll intercept that with something small, I guess. Delays 8 minutes. 6 aircraft. That'll do. Actually, I'm going to turn the music up a little bit louder. This is actually really good. Let's restart that. I really do like this track. I think it's really appropriate. "28,000 feet. They seem like reconnaissance aircraft. Okay, 30 aircraft. Of those dispatched to intercept. And there we go, I'm happy with that. Okay, so we can see our aircraft in the air here. So let's take a look then. So we have 3 Focke-Wulf 190s. We have 23 BF 109s. Another 30 Focke-Wulf 190s. 21 Focke-Wulf 190s. We have our BF 110s getting ready to take off. Okay, damage Spitfire crash now. Ride Mustangs. Right, raid 16. So raid 16, so 40 aircraft. Very slow. We'll wait until they're about halfway across the channel. Right, we do lose a Focke-Wulf 190 there. It's a lot of AA. Well, a lot of air activity here. Okay, we do have this raid here. I do need to, we have our aircraft chasing this down here, raid 6. But raid 4 needs to be intercepted immediately. So let's see what we have nearby. 25 BF-109s could be off the ground in 8 minutes. I do have another couple BF-109s that could be off the ground in 4. Have those dispatched. We do have another 23 BF-109s that could be off the ground in 8. So we'll have these guys dispatched. So that's obviously a lot of aircraft dispatched here. Raid 25. There's a lot of air activity over there. Hell of a lot. Right, seems we missed those guys. Actually, no, we didn't. We did dispatch. I suppose this is it. It might be that we have the BF-110s on patrol at the start of the day. Right, these Typhoons are attacking the infantry there. Yeah, that is slow. What do we have here? Is this like a dogfight? Right. I think what we'll do then is... Oh boy, there's so many aircraft here. Are these all individuals? Let's see. Yeah, it seems like these guys are all turn stragglers off. Okay. Yeah, so we do have a lot of stragglers. There's a lot of raids here. God damn. Okay. Let's see. What do you call that unit? We don't need to be fighting here. That's a bit of a shit show. Okay, we'll set patrol around here. See, we don't have many aircraft that are actually available here now. It doesn't look as though... Well, it seems what happened here is that these aircraft obviously were part of the squadron, but were then cut off, or like they were... Well, they're the stragglers, so 45. We'll go to about 24,000 feet then. About 25. Right, this squadron. Right, set a patrol there. Hmm. 59 raids, 60 raids. Rather hitting the radar. So what we'll do then is let's take a look. What do we have here? These are fighters. We're going to recall these units. Right, they're going to be recalled. I don't need to be engaging the fighters. They really don't matter. As far as I'm concerned at the end of the day, it's not the fighters that are going to inflict the damage. I mean, sure, of course they can do that, but they're not the main issue. Ah, so much going on here. Right, so it seems like we have Typhoons that are going out for the actual radar, just rather than intriguing. So it's intriguing, isn't it? It's incredible how it turns into such a shit show. Right. They look like they're returning, or these might be new squadrons dispatched. What's going on here in the south? Seems like the AI is taking care of the south here, which is good because I cannot imagine trying to like manage everything here. These seem like the other Luft flotillas, perhaps, or Luft flots that might be being taken care of. So Axis losses are 6, Allied losses are 12. Radioactivity was at a high, about 300 odd. So many dead 190s, yeah. Okay, let's just see what happens. I think it might be that we carry on with the campaign as it goes, and then we really see how we develop. I love that new Hauser. I just want to see the bombers. I just want to see our squadrons take on some bombers here. Come on, please. Marauders. Bloody hate Marauders. Napkin laugh fighters. Right, those Marauders. Let's see what we can do about those Marauders then, can we? So we have Ray 27 here. You gotta think big. I need something that can be off the ground immediately. Right, 4 minutes. That'll do. Dispatch 110s and additional 109s. No, I need my 19s. Right, dispatch 110s. Just look at all these. 75 bombers. 45 bombers. Can you imagine being the radar operators within the Reich? You're thinking, you know what, this is just too much. So we have fighter. These are all stragglers, it seems. "20 fighters there, 30 bombers. "50 bombers, 40 fighters. That's a lot of fighters. There's a lot of fighters here. I saw the Liberators. I don't know about the B-29. That's really bad. There's a lot of Mustangs. No, not my 110s. No. Hmm. "30 fighters. You know, I'd rather not even bother fighting them. Has my radar gone down? Doesn't seem... What do we have here then? Raid 87. That's 100 bombers. Right, let's see what we can actually put up in the air here. I don't want to send small squadrons. And again, we'll throw them in the air. I do have a short delay, so I can get some okay numbers. Additional A5s. Okay. Oh my god. They've got airfields in the clouds now. We've got a lightning, at least that's bloody dead. Is that what we were chasing then? Okay, so that must have been the singular one. Oh well, we killed it. That's good. I mean, God forbid. I think I'd have to take this very, very slowly. I think I'd have to set up plenty of patrols to really effectively manage this game. That's a large raid. Yeah, P-38 lines used for reconnaissance. I suppose that's not a bad thing then if we actually shot down the reconnaissance plane. Okay, at least we are taking out Boston's here. Okay, so it seems like green maybe when they return into the airfield. Black maybe when they're actually out. On mission. Okay. So it seems like our radar station over there is taking some heavy, heavy damage. Bloody hell, look at all those. Hundreds of planes. So this would be Luftflotte Reich. I'm very, very glad I put the rest of the squadrons on AI control. Not gonna lie. But I like that. I like the fact that it's like if I so choose, I can take direct control, or I can allow the AI to actually take control. I like that. Like for example, we'll go... Well, actually, do I have that ability now? I don't think I can have the ability to set them to AI. So I'd have to choose which one I want to take control of. I've been sure we've lost planes and some of our radar facilities. Quite a lot of our radar. Yeah, we've lost a lot of radar, I'm not going to lie. I was 3 to 4 facilities that we just saw their damage. So that's not good. That's not good. I could feel like there'll be veteran players like cringing out of this. Yeah, we can see there 4 damaged radar facilities. That's rather intriguing. Very valid tactic by the Allies there. Take out the radar. We lose a lot of our early warning then. We lose a lot of our information. And we can see here, that looks like a raid heading towards Hanover. Was that increased as I changed that? Right, there we go. Let's just quickly take a look at the options here. There must be a way to like actually stop it from just taking it directly there. I'd imagine there probably would be. Like basically when a pop-up shows up so it doesn't just like drag the screen. Seems like they're returning. Unless these are the fighters. Yes, these are fighters. Ah. Okay. So it looks as though they could maybe make it to around about this area. So that's rather intriguing. Oh, true, true. I mean, this is what I'm doing here is I'm doing this to speed the actual turn up. I mean, this isn't... I mean, this is equivalent to the very first War of the Pacific episodes I did. And, like, if you ever watched those are trash. Those are absolute trash. And this is absolute trash. It's absolute trash. But the reason for this trash is so that we may learn from it. We may study the trash. We may become one with the trash. You know, it really hurts me to say trash. But I know that the vast majority of my audience is actually American, so I've got to say trash. But you know what? I'm rebelling. It's rubbish. It's all rubbish, mate. Ah, indeed. This is it. They've obviously got to have enough fuel to actually get back home. To be fair, it might be one of those times, and it does pain me, when I may have to consider playing the Allies first, and I've never done that in my life, and it pains me to say that. I usually think, you know what, screw it, play the underdog. Okay, so you can see the losses here. We've lost about 30 planes across the Reich. Come to Canada, we have the best of both worlds, American accent and British spelling. No, it's not bad, actually. Yeah. Well, then again, if we do play as the Allies, we're not going to be the default winners. How'd you know? Operation Sealau actually succeeds in 45. Okay, these losses are really starting to ramp up for the Allies, and that's good at least. This feels like a very, very long day. Accelerate the timetable for ending the Reich. Oh dear. Yeah. I mean, this is it. See you later, no Hauser. Go tell THG I'm coming for that booty. Right, what happens if I press escape? Does that speed things up? Oh, good god. I think some of the first times I've ever played, yes, definitely one of the first times I ever played World of Pacific, I went through the entire goddamn first turn without knowing you could press escape to skip things. Bear that in mind. Bear in mind how long it takes when you don't have that ability. Now imagine being sat there for about an hour to 2 hours just thinking, I don't know what's going on, I can't stop it, it just keeps happening. I am talking about watching the turn, I'm not talking about anything else. I realise that sounded a little bit weird as I said that. Carthago delenda est. Okay, time just went by pretty quick there. Wait a minute. Is that it? Are we are we done? God damn. Right, end phase? No, this is a new day. Is it? Is it new day? Is it? This is a new day, isn't it? No. Did I miss that? If I do this, we start the pain again. Oh, good god, look at that damage. Is it a new day? What happens? Replay time. Right, okay. So we start at 4:30 in the morning. Oh, right, we move through frames? Ah. So we can see time going by here. Oh dear. So what's going on the eastern front? Do you interact with it at all? As far as I can tell, no. Doesn't seem like there's anything out here. You know, I really love this map. I actually really do. That's really cool. You actually get a really good idea for it. It's awesome. Really like that. So what time did the pain actually begin for the Reich? What are these? Oh, these are allied raids, okay. Strange. Let's see when I right, okay, let's actually save it first. Indeed. Okay, so if I end the phase, does that just take us into the new one? Yes, it does. Okay, about. Oh, right. This is the game version. So I'd have to go back. Okay. Turn 2. Okay. Well, what we'll do is I'll go back. Load you. I know they're yaks in the game, so I'm going to specifically come for these eventually. Actually, I need to load the right save, which is that one. Yeah, that's a new die. So let's take a look at this then. Aircraft losses. Right, we lost 24 BF-109G, so roundabout squadron. 7 Focke-Wulf 198 5s, 1 A6, quite a lot of Italian losses here. So a lot of our losses were really the Italian aircraft. A couple BF-110s. The Americans, the Allies, lost 22 B-17s, 2 B-26s, 2 Bostons. Quite a few Spitfires, actually. Quite a few Spitfires. Then again, they pounded the ever-living hell out of our radar infrastructure, which is actually really bad. Really, really bad. Action report. No, I see. Yeah, these sites are critical, and for them to be knocked out on the first day is actually really, really bad. So I suppose what we'd have to do then is really consider having more AA actually signed these centers, which is not a bad idea. But I think we'll do that in the following episode, really. We'll try and learn more. So until next time, guys, thank you so very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this. We're going to be doing a lot more streams like this in the future. We're really going to be like figuring the game out, really learning it as we go along. So if you have enjoyed this, please do consider donating. It really does help out massively. And until next time, thank you and goodbye. Have a great evening or day, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Until next time, bye for now.